about 6. So yeah.
Okay, sir. I think he talked us about shape,
Hmm?
color,
No,
form.
no,
Isn't that?
Sylvia, Sylvia, is she getting it right?
no.
Okay, can you help her out?
Principles. You have contrast, hierarchy, alignment,
Mhm,
balance,
mhm,
repetition.
mhm.
We have okay, that was all he gave us. He gave us 5, then asked us to go look for others. So I'll just mention the one I found. We have pattern.
Okay,
Um, we have emphasis.
okay.
That's all.
All right. Did, since you've named them, let's go to Yakub. Yakub, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Um, okay, can you briefly explain 2 of the principles? Then after that, Deborah would explain the other 2, and then we'll move it down so we can proceed with the practicals. Meanwhile, before you go on with the answering, um, is any of you by any means on your device?
You mean laptop?
Yes, are you on your laptop?
No, mobile.
Okay. Um, maybe moving forward would have to be on our devices. So as we're taking practicals, we can as well be implementing it. So it will be easier for you to catch up.
Okay.
Zita, you're about saying something. Okay. Yakub, go on. I'm listening.
Okay, sir. One of the principles listed contrast. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm with you. Is that all? Uh, can anyone hear?
Onye, please, can you hear me?
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Okay, what of
I can hear you, but I think it's breaking.
okay, maybe it's network because of the weather.
Okay, Onye, you want to say something? Onye, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I said the principles listed contrast. So contrast is one of the most important principles because it helps distinguish the elements and it draws viewers' attention. So when we say contrast, it means like the view, is it either light view or darker view, which will attract the attention of viewer. Then she said repetition. The repetition involves the use of consistent visual elements. through a design which includes repeating colors or fonts. But it's not necessary to be repeating many colors, different colors. So it should be limited colors. Then she mentioned alignment again. So for alignment, it represents the scale of each element. That is, it helps develop the sharp and ordered appearance by eliminating any distortion within the layout. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. Then she listed balance.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's um well understood. I actually like your explanation. You brought it down to yourself, like you understood it and then gave us your own understanding of what the first facilitator said. So thank
Yes,
you so much.
sure.
Um, Adora, Adora, are you here? Adora, are you here?
I'm here, sir.
All right. Real quick on uh on our teachings from the from our first facilitator, he spoke about color theory and color psychology. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
So what's your
in
question?
your understanding, what do you grab on the word color theory and color psychology? Because basically, we'll be putting all these things into practice today. We might not
Mm-hmm.
exhaust all of it today, but we'll touch a certain parts of all he has explained to us. So it brings us back to the ideas of what he said. So, in your understanding, please explain to us what color theory and color psychology is about.
Well, in my own understanding, I think it's basically how to combine the available colors to create a pleasant design, bearing in mind colors that contrast. And we were given a color wheel where we were shown how different colors present themselves and the best ways they could go hand in hand. We came across certain terms like analogous color scheme in the wheel.
Okay.
There's the colors that they are placed side by side.
Okay.
Then we have the complementary colors, colors that are placed opposite each other. And the split complementary, I don't quite understand it clearly, but I know it's part of the construction in the color wheel. A certain way
Okay.
it has to go. Then there's this tricolor spacing, you know, the way you space a color to form a change on the wheel. There were terms used. Some of them are so clear, others are not so clear. The tricolor scheme forms a change on the end wheel using one but two complementary color pairs. It works best if you let one color dominate while the others serve as an accent. And another name for color is hue. And the neutral colors are the white, the black, and the gray color. That's all basically what I understood. And he also told us about the common color combinations. Sorry, the mistakes in color combination. where he told us that two vibrant colors don't look good in a design. It's always good to tone it down. Tone it down. What's the word he used? Like you can use the same color and maybe trying to lighten it to create an effect. Not just he's saying you advise that you use a maximum of three colors, excluding the neutral ones in a design. So it doesn't look so busy and out of place. Thank you, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, it shows that you literally paid attention to what he was saying, and then uh, you have your own explanation to it, not just going with what he said. You digested every single thing that was said, then you have your own better understanding about it.
Yes, sir.
Just something I picked from what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You said something about color psychology, where you said color is how color make people feel, right?
Yes. How
So,
the output or the mood it throws out seeing certain
okay.
colors. There's a message
So
is sent. Yes. Okay.
I would love to ask if you're doing something for babies,
Mm-hmm.
kids, what do you suggest? What kind of colors would you suggest?
Okay.
Basically two colors. Help me out.
I'll go for yellow and what other color? Am I to consider gender or just on considering babies generally? Am I to consider the gender of the child or
No,
just
babies
children?
generally, children
Okay,
generally. Yes.
generally. Okay, happy colors. You find things like orange, sorry, yellow color, and the other one. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of maybe light blue.
Okay. If I may ask,
Contrast.
what's your reason behind choosing yellow? Do you, in any chance, uh, understand the meaning or the use of yellow in
Mhm.
flyers or projects? Or what does yellow
Okay,
convey?
yellow as an amateur. I'm not speaking as I'm not speaking as an artist yet or a designer. But yellow throws out happiness, the sun, yellow. It shows
All
vibrancy.
right.
It shows not that very strong yellow. That is maybe lighter yellow, not the MTN yellow, as in lightening it up with white a little. That's the kind of yellow I'm looking at. And maybe
All right,
green, yellow
that's
and green.
brilliant, brilliant,
Ye-
brilliant.
Yellow and green to bring a little touch of nature and to contrast that yellow. That's what I
Thank you
can.
so much. Thank you so much. Um, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I'm loving that you all are actually getting in deep on whatever it is that was said earlier on. Thank you
Yes, sir.
so much.
Thank you.
Um,
Hello?
I can hear you. Bolanle, is Bolanle on the call?
Okay.
Bolanle, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening.
All right. Where are you? Where are you answering from? Location.
Okay, Abuja. Abuja. Yeah, Abuja.
All right. That's fine. Um, on branches of graphic design,
Okay.
you've heard it before, right?
Yes, I've heard something like that. Yes.
Can you bring me to life? What was said on branches? What you understood on branches of design?
Well, for branches of graphic design, um, from what we said, well, there are different arms technically. it depends on what we're doing, whether you're trying to do the ones that have to do with UI, UX, user interface, whether you want to talk about marketing or in terms of packaging, publications. And then there's this other one that I really don't know much about, but I know there's something about motion graphics and all. And then the
Yeah,
ones that do an illustration. So can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Yes, yes. So I think it depends on, it's basically about what um industry. I think it has a little to do about the kind of industry you're doing the graphic design for. So whether it's the basic arts and illustrations, whether you're doing it for product design like user interface, UI, UX, whether you're doing it for a particular package, whether you're trying to do it for videos, content, and all. I think that's basically what I know about the different branches of graphic design.
Okay, that's great. Um, Throwing more light on color psychology. About what Adora said. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
I, I want to ask.
Mm,
I come to you as a designer, and I say,
okay.
"Oh, I'm into tech, and I want you to do something around tech for me for a project." So, as a designer, what color would you be using for me?
Well, I think I might want to know if the person has a brand identity first, and I would
Okay.
probably go with yes. But for tech, I think popularly the colors usually used are usually black, grays, blues, greens. Um, those are the more common colors that I know that are more used in tech. We usually typically don't use the brighter colors like the yellows and the oranges, more of the blues, the greens, the grays, and the blacks, excluding if the person has a particular brand identity that they want to align with. But otherwise, if they don't have, then those are the colors I would want to emphasize on.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so right now we'll be moving into the practicals. Like I said, I needed us to just get a refresher on what was said earlier because we'll be touching down on basically some of the things that was said to us earlier. So are we good? Are we good?
Yes, yes, please.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. Um, I would have to. Are we all with jotting down materials? Because I have to say a few things, then we'll go into practicals.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. What did you say?
I answered yes, sir.
Oh, that's fine.
You're
That's
asking.
fine. There are countless number of design tools. Um, I'll start from the one that's conversant with literally almost everyone here. Canva, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Sketchpad, that's Autodesk Sketch, Affinity Designer. We have, if I'm too fast, please call my attention. We have Adobe SD, we have Inkscape, we have Adobe Express, we have Figma, we have Blender. I think we have a lot of them. Um, but the basic one we'll be treating during the course of our learning curve. We'll be touching down on Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and CorelDRAW. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. For those who are on their devices, if you are on your device, please respond with "I'm on my device" so I can
I'm on
go
my
on.
device.
Okay, that's one. Who else is on their device? Hmm. Looking like everyone is answering using their phones. All right. Zita, you're on your device, right?
Yes.
If I may ask, which of the softwares do you have or you're yet to download? If you're yet to download, I would obviously send. I'll drop a link to a file. It's it's easy and swift. The procedures on how to download the files are also written down there after the class. Uh, so we all can have access to all the links.
Okay.
All right, but do you have any currently with you? Do you have any currently installed?
I used to use Canva, so then
Okay, you don't have knowledge of CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Illustrator.
no, I have knowledge of Photoshop. It's just I stopped using it because um a virus entered my system. So
All right,
I flashed everything. So the app went with it.
all right, that's fine. That's fine. Um, are you all with me so I can get on the deal? The class is quite dull. Can we make it lively?
We are with you now.
Yeah, we are with you.
All right. Um, share my screen.
Are you sending the link here or
I'll drop it with a window so each and every one of us can have access to it. Zita, did you hear me?
yes. Yes, I heard you.
All right, all right, that's fine. Okay. So let's start with Photoshop.
Are you going to share your screen? Oh, alright.
Yes, I just did that. Okay. Um, can you all see this?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it.
Can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't want to rush into explaining all I did here. So I'll start first by helping us understand the tools because you can't move to practicals if you don't understand how to use the tools. So it's that moment where would all have to get our pens and our books so we can write things out so we don't forget because it's great if we go back to our notepads and then have something we can refresh our minds with so we can get back on track on what to do while on this Photoshop software. So the software is beautiful rather. Enables you to do a lot of things, design, motions, videos, and all. But for now, we're touching on designs. So first, can you all see this where my mouse is? Can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's just one person responding. Can you all see it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you can see it.
Bolanle, Adora,
Yes, I
Nkata.
yes, I
Can
can
can you
see it.
can you see?
Yes, please.
I
Okay.
can see, but I'm not
Can you
seeing
all
the
see?
mouth. Okay, I can see it now.
Uh-huh.
Because oh,
So
Hmm.
when you open the software first, uh give me a minute. Give me a minute.
What software is this exactly?
This is Photoshop.
Adobe
Okay.
Like I said, we have a lot of it, and I listed about 7 or 10.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
said the ones we'll be treating while in the course of this learning curve is Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and Adobe Illustrator.
Okay.
So before then, when you open your Photoshop file, it shows you this, like this space, this blank space first. And as a beginner, you might not know where to move out anywhere, or you click on create a new document. So I'll always advise my students to not skip um, this part, because this is where you make the decisions on however your design will look, beautiful or not, pixelated or not, dimension, which is the size, the height, and the width of your document. You make all that decision here. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's great.
Yes, sir.
When you open it, you see that space I spoke to you about. We see this space, and the first thing you do is you click on this create new, and when it creates this pop-up menu bar, what you have to do here, this particular section is called document format decision. Document format decision. It's called that because, like I explained earlier, you make all your decisions here. How the design should look like in the context of, if you want it to be pixelated, if you want it to be very sharp, the size of the file, the height and width of your file. If you're making a social media design, the dimension. If it's a flyer design, the dimension. If it's a billboard, if it's a poster design, you make all the dimensioning here. So that's why it's called the document format decision. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
All
very
right.
well.
So when you let's say want to do something for social media, social media always has the rectangle dimensioning, square dimensioning rather, square, and the dimension for social media um, format decision is 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. So you make that consideration here, you make that decision here. Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
think I'll give an award for the person who has the most response after the class. It's just Sylvia responding to me. Hello guys, where are we? Are we here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm trying to make it as fast as possible so we can have something at on our hands so we can go back home and practice as well. So, like I said, document format decision, and we're touching down on social media designs, which is usually square size. So you make the decision here. The dimensioning for the square size is 1080 by 1080 pixels. 1080 for the width and 1080 for the height. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll go by making the Zita. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Eternity picture for eternity picture.
Yes. So over to this part where we have the resolution. Like I said, it's where you determine how it looks like. So if you're using 720, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If you're using 720, the resolution for the design in general wouldn't be sharp, wouldn't be clear. It wouldn't have that sharpness that you want. Like when the person sends a file across to you, it will be pixelated sort of. So the standard size for the resolution is usually 250 to 300. So for mine, I would go with 300. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So once we've made that decision here, we come over here and click on create. And when you click on create, it opens up this for you.
Excuse me, sir.
I
Please,
can hear you.
what did you call the area you make the decision? What do you call that? Well, let's say the box or something. It's very tiny on my screen.
It's called document format decision.
Okay. All right, I got it.
Document format decision.
All right.
Document format decision. So back to where we were. We made the width 1080 by 1080. We made the height 1080 by 1080, and we made the
Okay.
resolution 300.
Okay.
That's how we got here.
Okay.
Um, I was expecting someone to ask me something, but I'll just have to go back and do it again. So I'll iterate my sayings on what I said. So let's go back to it. Create new pixels 1080 by 1080
I don't know whether the problem is from my
300.
but what your screen is showing me is still the same window of that drag and drop file.
What my screen is showing you what?
Like your screen hasn't changed from that drag and drop file.
He
Please,
went back to the beginning now.
Sylvia, can you confirm this?
Yes, you're imputing something, but what we can see is still the drag and drop a file
Oh,
page.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let me share again. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen again. Can you all see it now? Can you all see this?
We are still on the drag and drop. Oh.
Ouch. Let me close it. Um, let me close it. Give me a minute, please.
Okay, sir.
What can you see now?
We can see an already created page is recent. Then you have the
That's
create
recent.
new.
What can you see now?
Still the recent page. I think the home page or something. We are still on the home page.
Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What can you see now? Can you see the document from a decision?
No, sir. You're still on the drag and drop.
Okay, can you see my mouse?
Your mouse is moving. Yeah, we can see your mouse.
Can you see my mouse on the file aspect where it says
Yes,
new?
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see the document from a decision now?
No. What we can see is drag and drop a file.
Ouch. 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 So maybe, let me take a screenshot of what I'm talking about, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, can you see what's there now?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Can you see the document format decision now?
Yeah. Can see.
Zita, can you see it now?
Yes, I can. Okay,
Yes, I see.
I can
Can
see
you
it.
see it now?
Yes.
All right.
You can see. You can see.
You can see it now.
Okay, if you look closely, can you see my mouse here?
Yes, sir.
My mouse here says pixels 1080 by 1080,
Okay.
resolution 300.
Okay.
So once you're done filling this, the part that says untitled 1 is where
Okay.
you actually impute the name of whatever it is you want to call the file you're working on.
Okay. Okay.
Please, can anybody remind me why we're using resolution 300?
So make it appear sharper because it's a standard size.
It doesn't appear low.
So it doesn't appear pixelated. Blur to make it
Mhm.
sharper. All works. All great. Um. So yes, moving back to where
So
we
what
were.
of other parameters now?
Other parameters works if you are working on a different size for a project.
No, I
So I
mean
said for
there are other parameters there like color mode, background, content, and all those things.
right, right. This is if you're working on like I said, it's social media. So social media has to do with RGB. CMYK on that aspect has to do with. I'll take a screenshot
Prints.
again.
Okay.
I'll take a screenshot again and then I'll upload it there. Um, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. I'm here now. Can you all see my screen?
No, sir. Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. For RGB is if you're working with social media. RGB means red, green, and can you all hear me?
No, you went off.
Yes.
RGB means red, green, and blue. Can you hear me? Did you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So grayscale is if you're working on black and white.
Mm.
CMYK is if the project you're working on would actually go through printing process,
Okay.
because in printing process they work with basically cyan, magenta. That's the CMYK. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Have you written that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So a little question about the resolution. You said so it
Okay.
doesn't appear pixelated. Can you throw more
Yeah.
light on that?
Pixelated. Have you ever downloaded an image on Google or anywhere, and it happens to be that the image is a blur? Let's just
Blur.
say this thing. Yes, this thing that happens on WhatsApp when you take a good picture and WhatsApp drops it down.
Mm.
Yes, that's what pixelated means. The
Okay.
reason why WhatsApp is dropping it down so it can enable easy access to for it to load, for you to see the pictures on time. Because when you
Mm.
have a very large file, it takes a longer time for it to load that before you
Reload.
see the images. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other question? Do we have any other question? Zita, are you saying something?
No, which map? What is it all about?
Sorry?
There's something that says beach map after
Bitmap.
RGB color.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
something
coming
like
to that. Zita, are you saying something? No, I don't think Zita is here. So let's move forward. So bitmap images are more like images that are rasterized. PNG, JPEG, and GIF.
The images that are what?
Rasterized,
I
raster
didn't get
images.
it.
Um,
Rasterized.
let me yes, RASTERIZE.
Wow.
Let me break it down. Um, bitmap color is bitmap on that particular context. Where image qualities are dependent on the resolution. Meaning when you zoom into an image, it tends to look pixelated or blur. Are we here?
Yes, sir.
Hello guys, are we here? I can't hear anybody.
Yeah,
We
we
can
hear
hear you,
you.
sir. Although it seems you're having
Okay.
connection issues because you go up.
I don't think I am. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Um, like I said, bitmap, bitmap rather. Images that are rasterized are images that are dependent on the resolution of um whatever document it is you're working on. And common bitmap image or bitmap formats include JPEG, PNG, and GIF. Did you get that?
Please, can you please speak again? Can
JPEG.
you
Which
please
other
speak
one
again?
did
You
you
say
mention?
common Bismarck.
Common bitmap formats include JPEG, PNG, and GIF. GIF means graphics interchange format.
JPEG.
PNG and GIF.
Oh, now the full name.
Meaning of JPEG.
Yes, I didn't get GIF.
Yeah.
Okay, I said GIF, graphics interchange format.
Graphics what?
Interchange format.
Okay. What's
Then
JPEG?
JPEG, we have Joint Photographic Experts Group.
Joint Photography Expert Group.
Yes.
And PNG.
Let me give it to, who said PNG? Let me give it to Sylvia to answer that for me.
It's Sylvia that said PNG.
Sylvia, if you answer it, I have a present for you.
Ah, seriously? I was the one that asked the
I
question
said
now.
Who asked? Okay, Sylvia, you asked. So,
Yes.
PNG, not even JNG. Yeah, I said PNG.
Sylvia, I'm waiting for you.
Yes, sir.
10 seconds.
I asked
10, 9,
I
8.
asked the question now. Portable network graphic.
Very smart move. Very, very smart move. I see
Ah,
what
you
you
put
did
me on the
there.
spot now.
Find it out. See,
You said she should answer. She answered. Eh?
I
Ah,
saw what she
wahala.
I saw what she did there.
okay,
So help me say it again so they can take it down.
It's portable network graphic.
I start asking the question.
Hmm?
Zita, what did you say? Hello, Zita. Okay, I don't think Zita is here, so that's fine.
Yeah, we got it. I said,
Yeah,
we
she
got it.
did. She got it. But she did. She.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me?
can hear you clearly. So yeah, she got the question, but she did some manipulations there.
There's no proof to that too.
Okay, so I'm a bit confused in what you explained there. Can you like explain more?
Okay.
Because you talked about images being rasterized and it depends on the
Okay.
resolution in which it comes in. Then you then talked about bitmap resolution. What's the relationship there?
No. Like I said, this place is document format decision. Do you get? And so on this document
Yeah.
format decision, each and every positioning, each and every click has their modes. Do you get? We're working on RGB color for now, right? Which I said it's used for social media because
Yeah.
why we're making
Yeah.
visuals that has to go online.
It's social media.
We're making visuals that has to go online, right?
Okay.
And then for
Yes.
for um for for CMYK, I said CMYK, when you're making a design on CMYK, it means the design has to go through, you're making it for the purpose of printing. It would go through printing process. And in printing process, they make use of CMYK, which is cyan,
Yeah.
CYAN, magenta, yellow, and black. That's what the K stands for. Because when you're printing, it first of all brings out cyan. I don't know. An example to this is when a photographer comes to your wedding, and then he takes a photograph of you, and then you're waiting on the spot to get the image. He prints out yellow first. He prints out magenta, it prints out cyan first, rather. It prints out magenta, and then it prints out yellow, and it prints out black before it gives you the actual feel of what the
Yeah.
image looks like.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're having network issue.
We can.
Okay, I can hear you all now.
I think it's from your end.
Did,
We
did you
don't
get the
hear you.
explanation for CMYK?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what did I say about bitmap? Can anyone remind me?
You talk about
Sir, you're
bitmap
breaking.
formats.
Network is breaking.
Bitmap images are images that are rasterized, meaning images dependent on the resolution of the document what you're working on. Example,
Thank
JPEG,
you.
PNG.
Okay. What's your question again, Zita?
Okay. I was asking how um I was asking about the rasterized images, how it relates with bitmap formats and the
Okay, that's good. I kind of understand what you're saying now. So if you click on bitmap, it still gives you same thing every other thing gives you, aside from grayscale, lab color, right? But it all depends on
yeah.
the document you're working on per time. If you're working on a sharp high contrast image, like I said, it's all dependent on the resolution of the document you're working on. If you're working on a sharp high contrast image, a smaller size, whichever one for printing techniques, I think bitmap works. Do you get? Is it clear
Yeah.
now? Do you understand better now?
Yes, I do.
How do you understand it? Help me. In your own words.
Okay. Okay. I don't understand this.
So we don't understand it seriously. Do you have an illustration, something to help us? Because
What kind of
the
jump?
If I bypass, if I start explaining that thing, would have to already start making a design. And I don't want us to leave this place without not understanding this part.
will the design help us understand? Because you're saying many things in many words, and it's just confusing. From my own point, it's a bit confusing to me.
Um, how do I put it now? How do I make it simplified? Okay, when you go to a studio and you take a photograph and the photographer sends you the image and it's on high scale, let's say uh, 11 MB. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bitmap
Yes.
is the rightful selection to use to open up the file.
Because it's 11 MB.
Now it's like I said, it's dependent on the size or it's dependent on the resolution of the document you're working on per time.
Okay.
Is the analogy better now?
Sorry, please, a question.
You have a question?
Like, yes,
Okay, I can unmute you.
what if all pictures have to pass through the bitmap before it goes over or something?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your voice is low.
I said, do all pictures have to pass through the bitmap before they go up or before we post them?
Do all picture have to go through?
Like the bitmap, you said it has to do with resolution. So
Not
I
all.
was asking,
Okay.
yes, I was asking, do all pictures have to go through the bitmap before we can post them or other see them or upload them or something?
No. It mustn't. It mustn't.
Okay.
Every picture has its own format by which the user saves the image. You get, like I mentioned, we have JPEG, we have PNG, and we have GIF, and there are much more. For the basic ones for now, um, are PNG, JPEG, and GIF. We have SVG as well. Um, but for now, let's hover around these ones because that's what we'll be working with concerning the designs we'll be making. So answer to your question, all pictures doesn't have to go through bitmap for saving or for opening of your document. Are we clear?
Yes, thank
So
you very
is
much.
Bitmap
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if I understand this thing.
is Bitmap a short form or long form?
Is bitmap a what?
Is it a short form just like JPEG and stuff?
Isn't it?
Bitmap is not that. It's just a process.
Okay.
If that's the word, it's a process. I think sometimes when you go to cyber cafe, they'll say, "Oh, bitmap the image first before you do anything." I don't know if any of you have encountered such.
I've never encountered that.
Oh, no, no.
I haven't.
Uh, sorry, I'm sorry. I have Djibotis everywhere. All right, that's fine. Um, Bitmap. Uh, can we move? Is everyone clear on it?
Let's move.
Let me reiterate my words. Bitmap is just like a process. It helps you if you want, just in case you have a very large file, a very large image you want to open, or however it is a project you want to work on or open up. Bitmap help you because it brings the image in the same resolution as the project you're working with. Let's say this 300 here, and you want to open up the image, and the image is 11 MB. Instead of dropping it down to like 5, 6, or whatever it is, it just retains the size and it opens up for you. Are we good?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That explanation is much better.
that is better.
Thank you very much. So what's the next? Um, what's the next? We're moving to background content. Can you see background content there?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you remember when we opened up that's the first time we clicked on create, and then we clicked it opened up a white background. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this particular section is where you tweak it. Some persons like white, some persons like black, some persons like a background color. I'll click on that and I'll show you every single one and how it works. Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So look at, we have white, we have black, we have background color, we have transparent, we have custom. Can you all see it?
Under the
Yes.
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 Under this. Can you see my mouse?
Yes, sir.
you can see
Okay, let's do a quick um practical on this and then see what it shows us. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Permit me. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
What's it showing?
Drag and drop.
Oh, back to this drag and drop. But let me drop an image here for you. So you see. Uh, what I'll be clicking on. I don't know why that thing is not showing you guys my current screen. But I'll be clicking on white for now, and
Mm.
let's see what white shows us. Can you see my current screen now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we can.
Is it
No,
Shows
showing
sir.
us
white?
white. Mm.
I'm so white.
Okay. Let me go back to creating it again. I'll do black. Can you all see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A black screen.
Yes.
It's a little whiter
So
than before.
the dimension changed. Yeah, I'll just return the 1080 by 1080 and then I'll click on background color. Background color is still white. The reason why background color is still white is because of let me share the screen now and show you. Um, the reason why it's still white. Can you all see this? Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
Can you see where my mouse is on?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The reason why it's still white is because this here is white. So if we also go there and change it to another field, it will automatically change the background color to whatever it is that's on that point there.
All right.
Okay. That's what I want to do.
Which one is
Okay.
transparent again? Background color transparent.
I'll click on all of them so we can all see.
Okay.
So what we're clicking on now is I'm changing the color on that background color to horse blood and see what we have. So let me change it as well to transparent. Transparent gives you an empty space.
Okay.
That brings me to want to touch on layers. I think in our next class we'll be explaining more about the tools used to make a design. So please write it down. So when we come for our next class, I'll ask us what are we working on today? So to know if we are all game on what we have for the day, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know this feel where you place your hand in front of your eyes and then you place your second hand in front of the hand that's in front of your eyes. If we can do that practical now, we'll actually see what I'm talking about.
Are we
The
closing our
person in
eyes?
front, no, 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 you're not closing your eyes. You're just placing your hand in front of your eyes. Or rather still, um, just if you're sitting on a desk, if you're sitting on a desk, right? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Just place your hand on the table. Place your hand on the table and
Okay.
then place your other hand in front of the hand on the table.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You will realize that in a way or two, you can't really see some aspect of the hand behind the other one.
Yeah.
That's a better form of layering we'll be talking about. So
Okay.
um, basically, designs are a bunch of layers added up together to actually form something.
Okay.
So did anyone take that
Okay.
down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
During the course of the class, I would also explain why I said it's a bunch of layers, or rather, we would see why I said it's a bunch of layers. Because while you're designing, you can as well turn off one layer to see what's behind the other layer and turn it on back. So that's why I said it's a bunch of layers put together to give you an actual design.
Okay.
So back to background content. Then for custom, when you click on custom,
So what is this song?
when you click, I'm trying to screen grab what I'm seeing on custom so I can share to you guys. Can you see this? Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see it.
So custom allows you to pick whichever background you want to flow with, whichever background view you want to start your project on, whichever background view you want to begin your project with. However, the um you can pick red, you can pick blue, you can pick black, you can pick whatever it is you want to work on, depending on um what the designer have in mind. I would always suggest you use white so it gives you this feel of, oh, you want to start up a new project. It doesn't work the same way for every other designer. It's quite relative because every other designer they have what works for them.
Okay.
So it's still the same way when you click on that tiny box, like I said, the tiny box that's beside the background content. It's still the same thing you see there. Are you all with me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right. So let's go back to our work file. Um, 1080.
Excuse me.
Uh, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
All right. So we are on our workspace now. So if you can see my mouse moving, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
This whole section here is called the toolbar.
Okay.
This whole section here is called the toolbar. The function of this arrow here is to push it in as make it straight or bring it to this format. Did you guys see what happened there? You either
Didn't
stretch
read it, yes, sir.
the tools, stretch the tools and make them on one singular form or break it into two. Did you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is our toolbar, and this file, edit, image, layers, type, select, filter, 3D, view, plugins, windows, and help. They're all called menu bar. Very good.
You're breaking.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Who is on the call? Uh, I've not heard Messi said anything. Messi, if you're here, can you say hello to us?
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me, Messi?
Yes, please.
Have you been here all along or you just joined?
No, I joined few minutes ago.
Okay. So basically, we've been speaking about document format decision. and we also spoke about the softwares that we will be using for our practicals. I mentioned Photoshop, I mentioned CorelDRAW, and I mentioned Adobe Illustrator. Yes, so currently what we are on is Photoshop, and we spoke about document format decision is a point where you make the decision on how um, decision on dimension, decision on scaling. As dimension, I mean, is the height and width of your project. Scaling in context, I'm talking about resolution of your project. That's two. And then we also spoke about the colors you want them to appear on. If you're making a design for social media, you use the format RGB. If you're making a design for printing, you use the format CMYK for printing. Are you there?
Yes.
All right. Are we enjoying the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
How long is
sir.
it going to be now?
Sorry?
How long will the class be? Is it going to
It's
get to
it's
three
it's
hours?
it no 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 we're supposed to end by 8:30, I think. But the reason why I'm taking us this far is so we can take our time to um finalize on this particular aspect. So when we're coming back in our next class, we're going directly to the layering and then actually doing something.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay. Your voice is quite low though, but I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. You can hear me now.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
See, those that do not have like a system, is there like an alternative first?
Yes, there is an alternative. Well,
Like
yes, an app. It's named Photopea. Photopea. I think it has the same interface with Photoshop. It does almost or everything Photoshop does. You can open up a file you did with Photoshop on Photopea as well, but that's dependent on the device you're using. That's the phone. Capacity wise, it needs to have a higher RAM and a higher storage system for it to open up such file. So you don't the current file doesn't lag when opening. Photopea
alright, thank
is the name of the app. Photopea. Photopea.
thank you very much.
So you mentioned all these softwares. So which is the best and most universal of all?
I wouldn't say any is the best. It all depends on which you flow with. You who is the designer. Um, though designers so far, like myself, we've learned to explore some, and we have our say on each and every one of them. For me, Photoshop does the manipulation, Photoshop does the image, Photoshop does the designs, and yes, that's for now. That's the basic ones for now. Then Illustrator does the logos, and all the illustration, as the name is implies, illustrator, illustration, all the vector graphics, um, creating stuffs with shapes and all.
So I want to ask a practical based question, even though we're not doing
Okay.
practical. Or we are doing practical. If I if you design a flyer and design it in another software,
Okay.
then you bring it to Photoshop, opening with its resolution and all that with bitmap and the rest. Is it going
Okay.
to divide itself into layers, or is the flyer going to be in one layer? Like, is Photoshop going to break it into layers? Since I'm asking because it wasn't designed in Photoshop.
Yeah. It wouldn't break down into layers. It will just give you a singular file. It will just let me try out something. Um, I think I have an Illustrator file here. So I'll see if I can open it on Photoshop. Um, can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you see what it showed?
It's showing a white background.
You all see my ouch. It's still on the white background.
Still white.
Yes, sir.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh my goodness. So I literally am trying to open an Illustrator file on Photoshop, and it's showing me this. I'll share with you guys now. I'm sharing with you guys now. And it's showing me this. Can you see? Can you see? Hello guys. Can you
Yeah, we
see?
can
Can you
see
see
your
what my
screen
screen
now.
is?
We can see your
So
screen.
it's showing
Yeah.
me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's showing me this. Now on Illustrator, it has different layers I use in achieving this particular project. But on Photoshop, since it wasn't created on Photoshop, it's actually turning the image into one singular file. Because why? It wasn't created on this particular software. But I can actually save a
Okay.
file on Photoshop and save it as a PDF Photoshop file and take it down to CorelDRAW, and it appears on layers.
Mm.
And I can actually take a Photoshop file and save it as a PSD and take it to um, um, Illustrator, and it opens up in layers as well.
Mm.
So basically, that's one of the reasons why I'm starting with Photoshop first. Did I answer you?
Okay.
Yes, you did.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, you did.
So back back to our class. Yes, uh, this is what opened. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, a white background.
Can you see the game
Oh,
squad on the screen?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you
We
see
can
what's
see
there?
it. Yes, sir. We can see it.
Now, all these were done in layers, but it appears here on just one file. That's because it wasn't done here. So, guys, we would be coming to an end, but still not ending yet. I'm open for questions. I'm open for anything else you want to know before we move to our class for tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow, where we'll be going down into real practical and we'll actually be designing something. Something. What do you guys want us to design? So we'll all have in mind what we are doing tomorrow. What do you guys want us to design?
Magazine cover.
A flyer.
What kind of flyer?
Restaurants.
Okay, that's one option.
Let's
Well,
design a magazine cover.
magazine cover. What's the content for the magazine cover? Is it a fashion
Like all
magazine?
these things. Yes.
Sorry, fashion
Yeah,
magazine.
like all these.
Okay, that's true. So we'll be working on um a flyer, a food menu flyer, right? Still, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So a food menu flyer as well as a magazine cover tomorrow. So would there
But
be
don't.
any questions for
A
me?
Collington.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
Okay. Aren't we going to? Are you going to teach us about briefs tomorrow? Like the magazine cover and the food stuff is very random. We need to narrow it down with a brief. So are we going to talk about briefs tomorrow?
Yes, that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. I need us to know what we're working on first, because I will ask questions as well. When it's just like the way she said it, that's why I asked, what do you think we should work on? So she said a food menu. So currently, I'm seeing her to be my client. You get? So
Yes, sir.
tomorrow we'll now go into details. Okay, on the food menu flyer. What do you want to be on it? What and what and what and what? So we'll get all that details and then try and understand the brief before we move into implementation. But have in mind that tomorrow we'll be designing something. So please, if you have a laptop, like I said at the end of the class, I'll send the link across to Chiwendu Zita. Are you with me?
yes.
Yes, I'll send the link across to Chiwendu so she can give you all access to downloading the Photoshop um, software on your devices, um, as well as Illustrator, as well as CorelDRAW. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Would
We
there be
were
any other
informed that
questions?
we'll be having a test tomorrow, but they didn't give us the time, hoping it won't clash with our class.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Think the money
Hi. Morning,
for
Ken.
the first accident. Well, nothing has
Well,
been
it's
said yet.
morning now. We are going to market.
Okay. Nothing has been said yet. So you don't be scared. Nothing has been said yet. I'm just saying because most times I did TEFEM once now. When we did our own, we did test in the morning. That's why I said
Ah,
morning. But don't worry,
wahala. Oh.
it might not be
We
morning.
go to market now. So you didn't tell us your location.
Okay.
That's
I'm in a worry. I'm in a worry. Um, if you don't mind, before I go, I would like to hear from everyone on the call. Your name, your location. I'll start with Deborah. So Deborah, if you're on the call, please help us.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for the class. My name is Deborah Babatunde. I'm from the call from Lagos State. So, have I answered your question, please? Hello, can you hear me?
Uh,
Yes, please. You have over to.
hello, sir. Hmm.
I can hear you now.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
hear me.
Okay, is Bolanle on the call?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. Where are you calling from? Or where are you answering from?
I'm actually from Abuja.
Yeah, you said that before. I just remember now. Thank you,
Thank you.
Bolanle
I have a question.
Abuja.
I have a question.
Okay,
Filter we're getting, I know
Moye.
Adobe and all the Photoshop, usually they are paid. So the ones we're getting, these trial versions or full versions we're getting.
Um, the paid version, I think that starts from 2023 down to 2024. Yeah.
Okay.
So the ones I'm
Yes.
sending are 2022.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. Understood.
Yes,
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Okay.
you're welcome. So over to Zita.
Okay. My name is Chilin Rosita, and I'm joining from Port Harcourt.
What's Harcourt? All right, Choma Grace. Choma Grace, if you're on the call, please tell us where you're answering from, rather, and if you have any question for us, so we can answer. Choma Grace, are you here? Choma Grace, are you here? All right, I don't think she is. Let's move on to the next. Uh, please help me. Don't judge me if I don't pronounce it well. Nkata, right?
Yes,
Did I
in time,
did I pronounce it well?
so you do in time,
Is what?
in time, so
Nkata. Thank you
yes.
for. So where are you answering from? And do you have any questions for us?
No, I do not have any questions. I'm calling from outside.
All right. Okay. For you, I think I was in your city last week.
Oh,
Yes, beautiful city, by the way.
thank you very much.
Mm, kind. So yes, Messi, if you're on the call, please say hello to us and where you're answering from.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you, Messi.
Yeah, I'm answering from Kumasi, Ghana.
You're answering from.
Kumasi, Ghana.
You're answering from Kumasi, Ghana. Beautiful. Let me give you guys a secret. My mom is Ghanaian and my dad is from Nigeria. So basically, my mom is from Aoshi. Um, Messi, can you hear me? Can you relate?
Yeah, I was in Accra.
Yes, 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 yes. So do you have any question for us?
No, but I just want to know the topic for today.
Basically, you know something because we were looking at red of the particles. So it's more we have tomorrow we have a topic which is learning the tools, how to use the tools in Photoshop. So you can basically tag today as an orientation class, right? All right, thank you, Messi. Um, Aquaba, right? That's what I say.
Yeah.
All right, Ghana, Messi. Thank you. Over to Onye. Onye. Onye, if you're with us, please say hello. Onye, are you there? Okay, I'm not sure Onye is here. Over to Temitope.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay.
How are you?
Um,
Where are you answering from? And then what's your location?
okay, I'm straying from Enugu State.
Do you have any
Do you
questions
hear me,
for us?
sir?
Yes, I heard you.
No, sir.
We don't have anything for.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to answer. Are you there? Hello.
I can hear you, sir.
I think Onye is off.
I can hear you, sir.
Grandma is back. Hallelujah. Okay, Temitope, over to you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm answering from Benin.
Evening. Thank you, Temitope. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Um, for me, right?
Yeah, no, Maka.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm very fine, sir. Thank you so much for today's
Please,
class, sir.
you're welcome. Please help me pronounce your name very well.
Tofumi.
Tofumi, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Please, where are you answering from?
I'm answering from Ogun State, Nigeria.
All right. Thank you so much. Tofumi from Ogun State.
Thank you,
Please,
sir.
do not miss out on tomorrow's class. Uh, Basically, like we said, we'll do more practicals. Today was more like an orientation. So if you have a friend, a colleague, someone that can lend you their devices for the meantime, or you have yours, it would be appreciated that you get them charged up so we can flow tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you so much. Um, Uchechukwu Sylvia, our headmistress for today.
Joe. Okay. I'm connecting from Anambra State.
All right, Anambra State. Uchechukwu Sylvia. Thank you for your vibe today. Thank you so much. We hope to see you tomorrow's class. And you were quite on time. That's a plus. Thank you for that. We have Adora Okonkwo.
Yep. Anambra
Good
State.
evening.
Good evening.
We have to
Anambra, light of
Anambra
the
State.
nation. Yeah, we light up the nation.
Yeah,
Are we?
We can't help it.
I'm, I'm tempted to shout when we hear Anambra Queen.
Yeah. Madam.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you so much for your time. Um,
Yeah, it
um,
was an interesting one.
Yeah,
I would, I
true.
would,
It
I
was.
would, I would appreciate if we keep up with the vibe. Um,
Yeah.
one other take home for tonight is whatever you're learning, you're not learning for someone else. You're learning to better yourself. One of someone's I think Jay-Z or a friend of mine said it somewhere. If I can quote it here, he said, "Keep me on God's green earth, which is a blank space. I will triple my worth because why he has tangible skills and tangible results, things he can bet into the earth. So, whatever skills you're learning now are for the betterment of yourself. So, it would be advisable you learn it to the very brim. So, when you're being called to give out value, you actually know what you're giving out to people. Thank you so much for your time once more. I know each and every one of us have one or two things we're trying to get fixed, but we took our time to be here. It's not easy. I have your gift, Sylvia, but if you come on time for tomorrow's class, hopefully Zita will do justice to it.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
time
Joe.
is the class?
The time
What
is
time
seven
is our
o'clock.
class?
What if you enter
Time is
before
seven.
Sylvia tomorrow? What
The
time?
time is 7 o'clock. At 7 on the dot, I will be on the class. So I'll check 7:01. If she's not there, and you can move the class.
Are you kidding me
No,
right now?
Guys,
no.
thank you so much.
You're not behaving like INEC. No, no, don't do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
To
right.
have
All
a
right, sir.
blessed and a beautiful weekend,
Yeah,
a
have a
You
good
too,
beautiful
one.
sir.
evening. Bye,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. Zita, please stay on the call, Zita.
Okay.
I think Choma left.